Welcome back to our channel, everyone. I'm Luke.
And I'm Dan.
And in our video this time, we're going to take a peek at the raised bed that we made out of pallets. So we're going to see what's growing in there, what it looks like, because we have not published, at least yet, we have not published the how-to video showing how to construct it. I guess we might skip the boring part and look at the pretty part. So the tutorial might be coming up in a future video of how to construct it. It's a little bit more lengthy. So it's right behind us. You can see a little bit of it growing in the background. We got some stuff in here. So what do we got going, Dad? Let's go.
Yeah, there's quite a few things in this bed. It's 4 foot by 8 feet, just so you know what size it is. And it's what was about 20 inches tall or something like that. And so we got 4 plants of sweet corn here, and it's starting to tassel and get their silks on there. And then we got a row of carrots here, a couple of rows of carrots, and they're doing all right.
Yeah.
And this is all planted late, so this is all really late stuff.
So that's 2 crops.
And then we got tomato here.
Got a tomato here.
Tomato.
What kind of tomatoes are these?
And this is a Hugelkultur-style.
And is that a determinant or indeterminate?
These are all determinants because it's such a small bed.
Yep, okay.
And this is another determinant. I don't remember the name of it. It's something I picked up at the store, and you got some red tomatoes down there.
Oh yeah, sure enough.
Started.
Yep.
And they just made these little cages, so it's pretty windy today, and I didn't want them all blow over.
Yeah.
And we got a couple of jalapeno peppers, the pumpkin spice. They're kind of orange jalapenos.
And they're doing really well. Look at those guys.
And you got some peppers on here. Yeah, there they are.
Right in there.
Yeah, and they're just starting up. They'll get a lot bigger and be loaded with them.
Yeah, there's some more in there. You can see right back in there. All right.
So there's 2 peppers there, and then we got 4 lettuces growing here. And then over here is second planting of cilantro in here. We've done the first one. This is the second one coming up.
Looking good.
And there's celery here. And here's celery over here. So there's 2 plants of celery. And then
I've lost track of how many different vegetables that is so far. Let's keep
going.
going.
11 or so in here.
Oh yeah, 11. Okay, we'll count it up when we're done.
And then there's pole beans here going up here. Clear up there. And these are the kind of a flat new one that I'm trying.
Okay. Do you know the name of it, Dad?
No, I don't remember the name of it.
Okay.
They're stringless. They don't have any strings. I hate strings and beans. And so I made sure I got something that didn't get stringy when it got a little older. And then next to it, there's cucumbers. There's a couple plants of cucumbers here in the middle.
Oh yeah, we can probably see those from the other side.
This is the leaves of them here.
Okay.
And
we're not showing you the raised bed yet. We'll get there.
So here's cucumbers here. You can see these leaves. These are the cucumbers. These are the honeydews. These are orange honeydews.
Okay, I'll get in there and see if we can see them a little bit closer here.
And it looks like there's...
Got any in there for
you? Get one maybe getting pollinated possibly. I'm not sure. Haven't really looked. Here's another one that's starting to... going to be doing something.
So we got
one there.
Honeydew, beans, and cucumbers on the back here on this trellis, string trellis. Very nice.
And then there's
some more lettuce.
Zinnias and lettuce. I think that's all that's here. Then there's sweet basil over here.
Oh yeah.
It was way up here, 2 feet, 2.5 feet tall. I just trimmed it back.
Okay. Looking good.
And
very nice.
Some little 10 little sweet onions here started up. So I think that's
look at those lush lettuce. I mean, look at that. Look at that, guys. It is just immaculate lettuce heads. They're so healthy looking.
They're looking good. Yeah.
So let's just count really quick. How many different kinds of
okay, we got lettuce,
what do we got in here?
Onions, cilantro, celery, basil, carrots, tomatoes, peppers, corn, beans, it's 10, cucumbers, and the honeydew.
Honeydew.
So that's 11.
And
That's 12.
did you get the hot peppers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Let's get on to the
bed.
bed and see what this turned out to be looking like.
We put a heat cable in there. There's a controller, thermostat
Uh-huh.
controller for the heat cable.
And you can see the details on this in our build. So you got a thermostat in here. Are you using it?
Yeah, it's actually, if it's needed, it's, at nighttime it cools down, because this cools down more than if it was in the ground.
Right.
And so I've got it set at 80 degrees.
Yeah.
It seems to be working.
Yeah. And you think it's helping?
And it's
For sure.
they look healthy.
Yes, they do.
Everything looks good.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's working.
Yeah. And so you can see, I think this has got overspray on it from some of your garlic spray.
Yeah, this got from this white spray here for the
Yeah.
squash bugs.
For squash bugs. But normally it's a dark,
Yes,
it's like a dark brown, blackish look.
Yeah, I just need to be rubbed off.
Yeah.
And then it's,
So that is some of the boards we torched. I think you can see it better over here where it's not all stained up. Yeah, there, now you can see kind of what the side of it looks like.
yeah.
And it looks pretty nice. I think it turned out well. Got pressure treated on the bottom.
And these are just old pallet boards here.
Yeah, and the decorative pieces are old pallet boards. It's all pallet boards except the top ledge.
And the bottom pressure treated board.
And the bottom pressure treated foot where it sits on the soil.
And we put concrete down to the frost line kind of in the corners.
Concrete blocks.
Yeah, so that it doesn't, most
Heave.
beds you see them in people's yards are all kind of wampus and crooked because it's
From the frost upheaval.
Heaving.
Yeah.
So this will stay level. I didn't want a crooked bed.
Yeah. It looks really nice.
So.
And then you got a nice top edge to sit on or kneel on and work off of.
Yeah, you can sit here and weed and just drink your coffee and enjoy it.
Yes. So explain what you got going with these trellis, these little cage things that you made for the peppers.
Oh, it's just scraps left over from the job. Just little 3/4 inch stuff just stapled together and just stick it down in the ground.
So why did you do it?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, because otherwise they just blow over.
Yeah.
The peppers are just, because the wind comes just sailing through here.
Yeah.
And there's nothing, no trellis system up here or anything to clip them to or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So this was just, and these are only going to get this tall anyway. They're not going to go much beyond this.
Yeah.
And so it works.
Yeah.
Cheap, fast.
Yeah.
They're not going to last very long. Pine and fir in the dirt.
Sure.
It's just quickie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we did this Hugelkultur-style raised bed.
Oh yeah.
Because we really wanted to give it a good run for its money and see how it performs. So you'd say like almost 2/3 to 3/4 of that is full of
logs
and wood material.
All kinds of heavy duty stuff down there.
Yeah.
And it hasn't settled much. I've been surprised. I thought it would go down even. Well over time, but
yeah, you can see the dirt
gone
level
down more than this already because there's so much of that big stuff in the bottom piled in there. But yeah, it's doing good so far.
Yeah, so that's the update on the raised bed, and it looks like it's doing pretty well.
Yeah.
At the first, it was a little lackluster. Is that because of the heat wasn't right, or is it just the soil kind of breaking down, getting used to, kind of assimilated and
because we just put it all in there and then we planted right on immediately after.
Right.
It didn't have any time to get settled in and get the biology going.
Yeah.
And I put a little top layer of compost on here now
and
watered it in a little bit. You got a drip system in here too. There's 4 lines of drip lines.
Yeah.
And that water, and they come on at 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock. All through the 24-hour period.
Okay.
They run for, right now they're just set for 20 minutes.
Every 6 hours, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're getting, 4 times 20 is 80 minutes, so an hour and 20 minutes per day of drip. Seems to be about right.
Yeah. Oh, I think that was pretty nice. And you just made those out of just 2x2s?
Yeah, just
and
it with some
trellis, string trellis.
There's strings here, and then the clips. I use the tomato clips, and The beans don't really need to clip them because they just wind. You can see how they wound up with that.
They
It's just
do.
like a twine.
Here, I'll
I
get
don't
over here
know.
and get a better view of that.
It's like
Wow.
It's just, they go everywhere. And they're clear up here, hanging off the top 3 feet.
Yeah, they do.
And they're just starting to put out beans. And you see all the blossoms on
I
here.
can see some beans right there.
Yeah.
Some little baby ones.
Yeah.
Right, I don't know if you guys can see that, but
And they,
got a windy day.
yeah, there's,
Yeah, and the corn's tasseled. And you got ears are already,
forming. Yeah. It's
there's already 2 per stalk there.
yeah,
so they're about-
going to get one good one. This police probably won't develop into anything.
Yeah. And you put them strategically next to that to kind of support them, right?
Yeah, I
Next to
wanted,
the trellis.
you know, I wanted this side because that's the south side over there, and I
Right.
wanted the tall stuff in the back. Otherwise, it'd shade, you know, the shorter stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So all the tall stuff is on this end of it.
Right.
So
And then to keep them from blowing over, too.
yeah, it hits this and can't.
Like
go
you can see it
anywhere.
right now. It's
Yeah.
supporting it from getting
Kinda
knocked
windy.
over. Yeah. Well, those are some design considerations if you guys decide to build your own raised bed. Well, that was a really quick review of the little raised bed that we built out of reclaimed pallets. And I hope you guys really enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun. And all it took was a little bit of elbow grease and a couple dollars to buy some of the boards
Yeah,
and plastic
and screen.
and hardware cloth,
yeah,
1/2-inch hardware cloth to block the rodents out of the bottom of it so they can't come up through.
yeah.
So anyway, we'll keep you updated as time goes on how it performs over time. But hope you guys enjoyed that really quick one. I've been really busy and sidetracked because we just moved the business, Southern Organics, and our family. And we're still not too far away from you.
Yeah, half an hour now instead of half a mile.
But we'll get some more videos coming, and as we get settled in, those videos will come more rapidly. And we're kind of remodeling the house a little bit interior and doing a bit of work
Yeah.
so that it's livable and usable. And so anyway, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, please, down below the video, and subscribe and like and all that good stuff. Leave us a comment, we read them, and they're a lot of fun to reply to. If you get a chance and you would like to have a lush garden, check out our products we sell, SutherlandOrganics.com. There's a lot of people that have tried them this season and they're getting really good results. You
Yeah,
got
a lot of good reviews.
yeah, you can go to our website, just look at the bottom of the page or up near the top, there's like a scrolling review ticker, and there's a lot of the reviews on there. I will say, the reviews that come through, I approve every one of them. And like on our starting mix, they're all 5-star. I mean, how do you need less? So anyways, I'm thankful for that. Now, please don't leave a 1-star review just because I said that. But anyway, it's doing pretty well for folks, and we're happy to help everybody out with a good mix that performs well. And I know somebody said, hey, thank you so much. My garden is finally producing like I always hoped it would. So check it out. We have our custom amendment recipe builder too, so you can figure out what amendments you need for what crops you're growing. And it'll give you a recipe, and then you can plunk all those things into your shopping cart and buy the bulk items and mix them up at your house with the recipe. So you can check that out. That's on our website as well, bottom left-hand corner, or the bottom of your mobile screen. I think we need to get on to the next, making another episode here. And we're going to do a garden tour and get a nice walkthrough, update on the garden and how things are going. We're going to leave you with a verse before we go, unless you had something else to add.
No, I think that's it.
Okay, and we're going to do Acts 16:31. It's a story about a jailer that would have killed himself, but Paul told him, do thyself no harm, we are all here. And then the jailer said, what must I do to be saved? And Paul said, believe on the Lord Jesus Christ, and thou shalt be saved. We'll see you all in the next one.